everyone. Today we are discussing about Class 11 Political Science Chapter 2 Rights in the Indian Constitution. First of all, you should know about the difference between rights and fundamental rights. Rights are the favorable conditions and guarantees to be provided by a state to its citizens to live up a dignified life. Whereas fundamental rights granted by the Constitution and Part 3 of the Indian Constitution deals with the fundamental rights. The Constitution of India has 448 articles in 25 parts and 12 schedules. Now the question arises, why we need fundamental rights? Reason is, these are necessary for the development of man's life. Without these rights, man cannot make his life happy and prosperous. Second reason is, fundamental rights give self-confidence to citizens by providing them equality of status and opportunity and protecting them from exploitation by an individual or the state. The following 6 fundamental rights are included in the Constitution of India, and first is right to equality. Right to equality. Article 14 provides equality before law, which means that all the citizens of country are equal before law without any discrimination. Article 15 provides that no discrimination shall be made in matters of access to public place and their use, that is roads, parks, hotels, etc. Article 16 provides equal opportunity for all the citizens in matters of access to public affairs, means any employment and appointment under the state. Article 17 is related to abolition of untouchability. The centuries-old practice of untouchability is abolished and its practice in words and deeds is declared punishable crime. Article 18 is abolition of titles. The Constitution abolished titles and prohibits the states from conferring any titles except military and academic upon anyone. You should also know about that the Indian citizens are forbidden from accepting any honor of title from a foreign state except with the prior permission of the President of India. In contrast, civilian awards like Bharat Ratna, Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri are awarded by the Government of India, which was justified by the 5 judges bench of the Supreme Court. Next fundamental right is right to freedom. Article 19 to 22 of the Constitution guarantees the right to freedom of citizens. This right is also known as cluster of several rights. Article 19 related to personal liberty of speech and expressions, right to information, freedom to assemble peacefully without arms, freedom to form associations and unions, freedom to move freely throughout the territory of India, freedom to reside and settle in any part of the territory of India. Article 20 is protection in respect of conviction for an offence, and Article 21 is protection of life and personal liberty. Part 21A, that is right to education. This right to education was included into the Constitution, provided that the state shall provide free and compulsory education to all children of age of 6 to 14 years. And the Article 22 is protection against arrest and detention. The Indian Constitution guarantees protection against arbitrary arrest and detention. Detention means keeping a person in prison. Article 22 of the Constitution also provides for preventive detention, and preventive detention means a person can be arrested simply out of an apprehension that he or she is likely to engage in unlawful activity and imprisoned for some time. Third fundamental right is right against exploitation. To end exploitation of human beings, the provisions are made under Article 23. According to this article, prohibition of traffic in human beings and forced labor. And Article 24, prohibition of employment of children in hazardous employment. Fourth fundamental right is right to religious freedom. The religious freedom guaranteed under the Article 25 to 28 establish the secular character of India by making the different provisions. Article 25 of right to religious freedom is for free profession, practice and propagation of religion. Article 26, freedom to manage religious affairs. Article 27, no taxation for the promotion of any particular religion. Article 28, no religious education in educational institutions. Fifth fundamental right is cultural and educational right. The fundamental rights related to the education and culture of the people, particularly for the minorities, are mentioned in Article 29 and 30. Article 29 is for the protection of the interests of minorities and promotion to get admission in educational institutions, whereas Article 30 is right of minorities to establish educational institutions and no discriminations while giving grants to educational institutions by the state. 6 is right to constitutional remedies. Under Article 32 of the Constitution, the Supreme Court and High Court are empowered to restore our rights to us. In other words, we can move the courts to get the fundamental rights enforced. To enforce these rights, the Supreme Court and High Courts have been empowered to issue the following writs. Writs mean order. First writ is writ of habeas corpus. Habeas corpus is a Latin word which means let us have the body. Under this writ, the court can order the government officials to present before the court any person who has been arrested. Court can also ask for the reason of arrest. In case the arrest is considered illegal, the court can order the release of the arrested person. Second writ is writ of mandamus. Mandamus is also a Latin word which means we command. So under this writ, the Supreme Court or High Courts can direct the government officials, institutions or lower courts to perform their duty which falls within their jurisdiction. Next is writ of prohibition. Prohibition is an English word which means to prohibit. Under this, the Supreme Court and the High Courts can prohibit the lower courts or government officials from doing something which does not fall within their jurisdiction. Fourth writ is writ of quo warranto. If the court finds that a person is holding office but not entitled to hold that office, the writ of quo warranto and restrict that person from acting as an office holder. Next writ is writ of certiorari. Certiorari is a Latin word means to be fully informed. It is issued by the courts to some inferior authority to transfer the matter to it or to some other superior authority for its proper consideration. The right to property was initially present in the Indian Constitution under Fundamental Rights, Article 31, but it was abolished by 44th Amendment Act 1978. It was abolished because the Indian government wanted to bring land reforms and encourage social justice in the society. This is all about fundamental rights. And in the next lecture, we will discuss about directive principles of state policy and fundamental duties. Thanks.